Today we're gonna make Mitsuri's favorite Sakura Mochi. Let's start with making a red bean filling first. Take half a cup of red beans and waterboard the beans until they're fully submerged. We're soaking them to shorten the time it takes to cook. Give it a good mix to ensure no beans are left floating. Otherwise, what are you doing? Get it? Hahahahaa. Stir them for at least 6 hours. Or just leave them alone overnight. After some time, you might notice a bit of foaming. This is fine. My partner says that's the screams of the drowning beans. After this, strain the beans and discard the water. They're still not clean at this point and need a hot shower later. Just like you. I'm performing magic in 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! That was kinda lame, huh? This recipe uses michigome, which is Japanese sweet rice, but you can use any other glutinous rice that you bought on impulse. I know you have some. Wash the rice while rubbing them between your fingers. You're done when the water comes out almost clear. Add enough water as if you're cooking 1 cup of white rice as specified by your rice cooker. If you don't have a rice cooker, I can help you. And it's arts and craft time! Add 1 drop of red food coloring to 2 tablespoons of water. You really don't need more as we're trying to make cute sakura pink mochis, not gory blood mochis. To our washed mochigome, add 1 tablespoon of white sugar, adjust to your liking. Add our red dye water a little bit at a time and mix well, observing the color of the rice water. It's a good indicator for the final color of your mochi. Repeat until you're satisfied with the color. I left mine at a pastel pink. Cook on your regular white rice setting. And while that's cooking, let's go back to the red beans. Transfer your rinsed red beans into a small pot. Waterboard them again and heat covered on medium-high. Once boiling, strain and rinse the beans. Then return them to the stove. We're cooking it for real this time, I promise. Turn the heat on to medium and simmer for at least 30 minutes, up to an hour and a half. Periodically, add water to keep the waterline at least 1 to 2 inches above the beans. Stir occasionally to prevent any beans from sticking to the bottom. And then you wait. Who understands the irony of making food but having nothing to eat until it's done? Gosh, cooking makes me so hungry. To check doneness, take out a single bean and let it cool, then smush it lightly between your fingers. If it feels smooth and easy to flatten, it's done. Turn off the heat, and if there's still a lot of water, drain it out with a sieve. To your red beans, gradually add a 1/4 cup of sugar and 1/2 teaspoon of salt, adjusting to taste. I'm using the back of a spoon here to smoosh the beans into a paste. It's a horribly tedious task, but it helps retain more of that whole bean texture if you prefer that. Otherwise, push the beans through a fine mesh sieve or food processor for a smoother texture. Heat on low for 5 to 10 minutes and stir until the beans are thick enough to shape. Turn off the heat and we're gonna make a sugar syrup. Shh, she's sleeping with her eyes open. Add 1 tablespoon of sugar to 5 tablespoons of water and mix well. This will help prevent ingredients from sticking to our hands as we work with them. Coat your clean hands in the sugar water and take 2 teaspoons to 2.5 teaspoons of red bean paste and roll it into a ball. You can see here that I got way too greedy and made massive ones. Dip your hands into the sugar water each time you make a new ball. Repeat until you have made 8 of them. When you're done with the red bean paste, refrigerate it for up to 4 days. Now let's take a look at the michigome. I'm pretty happy with this, it came out a nice light pink. Carefully transfer it to your working area, it's pretty hot. Dip your rice pedal or wooden rolling pin like this into the sugar water and gently pound the rice until it's sticky. don't pound it too hard because you want to retain the rice kernel shapes. You're done when the rice is sticking to your tool like this. Use the rice paddle or chopstick to divide the michigome into 8 equal sections. Same process as before, start with wet sugar hands, pick up one section of rice and shape it into a ball. You'll probably notice that the rice won't hold onto its round shape, but don't worry about that. You should end up with 8 rice balls in total. And then now we can finally put everything together. On a sheet of cling wrap, drip some sugar water in the center, place a rice ball and brush some sugar water onto the rice. Drape the cling wrap over the top of the rice ball and press down to form an oval shape. Make the center thicker than the edges so that the red bean filling doesn't show through. Gently peel the cling wrap off the top. Place one red bean ball and wrap the mochi skin around it. Pinch the bottom of the mochi together and twist the cling wrap around it like so. Traditionally, we would use pickled sakura leaves, but perilla leaves are a more accessible option. Just wash it, pat dry, and cut the extra stem off. Here I'm test fitting the mochi. This one has a lot of filling, so it's huge. I like the veiny part of the leaf showing, so I place it facing down. Slowly, unwrap the mochi onto the bottom part of the leaf and wrap the leaf over it. Transfer onto a plate or container, and you're done! The easiest way to eat this is with your hands. It's quite filling, so you can either share it or eat it yourself. First, I tried the one with the leaf on, and it's alright, a little bit too grassy for my taste. The perilla leaves add a nice aroma and it helps keep the mochis less messy when stored, but I prefer to peel it off before eating. You can store the mochis at room temperature for a day, then refrigerate for 3 days or freeze for 1 month. With the leftover ingredients, you can make strawberry daifukus or eat the red bean paste with toast or ice cream. And that's Mitsuri's favorite Sakura Mochi. Thanks for tuning in, and if you enjoyed this video, maybe check out some of the other recipes. See you in the next video!